In this video, I'm sharing with you my first impressions on Seaforth Spiced, coming right up. Hello and welcome back to the Lather channel. I'm your host John, and today I'm very excited to bring you my first impressions on an upcoming soap. The product we'll be highlighting today is Seaforth Spiced, both the soap and the aftershave. So a quick bit about Seaforth. This is a brand that existed back in the 1950s, and it's being revived by the owner of Spearhead Shaving Company. I had the opportunity to interview Dennis, the owner of Spearhead, on the Lather Talk podcast with my co-host Gerard, and we had such a great time finding out how he got into wet shaving, how he started Spearhead, and at the time, Seaforth was going to be an upcoming release. First off, I want to state that Seaforth Spice was provided to me as a gift by West Coast Shaving, and I do want to say thank you to them, as today's early preview of Spice wouldn't be possible without them. The premiere date for the Seaforth brand is October 1st, 2020, and the first two scents that are dropping are Spiced, and the other one's called Heather. Now, if you want to go back and check out the interview with Spearhead Shaving Company, I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can check out the podcast afterwards. Now let's take a closer look at the packaging on the soap. So you can see the original Seaforth logo is here. The colors and the design of this label, both the top label as well as the side label, really evoke, that kind of vintage look and classic feel. You can see the scent notes of Spice listed right on the top label itself. Both the top and side labels sport the Seaforth logo, as well as Spearhead Shaving Company's logo. The soap base itself is the 20.1 soap base from Spearhead Shaving Company, which we've tackled here on the channel before, and I'll talk a little bit more about its properties as the shave goes on. Now, taking a look at the aftershave bottle, you can also see that evokes that vintage feel, the classic look. It matches the soap perfectly, complements it. I really like the white glass that they've used here because that looks kind of like a throwback as well. And one thing to note is that this is an aftershave toner and does not contain any alcohol. Now let's take a quick look at the razor and brush. First up is the Charcoal Goods Level 2 with the Magnum handle in brass, and this is loaded with the Astra SP blade. And for the brush, I'm really excited to use this one. It's a Decoration Grooming unicorn bone handle with a B7 badger hair knot. And the unicorn, the pour and the look of it, it's very simple in some ways, but hopefully the light can catch, there's some really slight details that just really make this kind of a really classy looking brush. So I'm really excited to take it out for its first spin. The knot itself is 28 millimeters in size, and just, even before the shave here, has some excellent density and softness. Alright, so taking a closer look at this lather, you can see I have about almost 4 days of beard growth going here, poking through the lather, but it's very easy to work with, has a nice sheen to it, and we'll be going in for the first pass with the grain. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the scent on Spiced. First, it's worthy to note that the original Spiced scent went toe-to-toe with Old Spice back in its day. However, the scent on this new version of Spiced, it's actually done by Sean Maher of Chatillon-Luxe, or Maher Olfactive. Chatillon-Luxe is the grooming branch, and Maher Olfactive is for the perfumes and fragrances. So definitely someone who knows their way around making a scent. So while Spiced and Heather were the names of Seaforth scents in the past, this is a modern day interpretation. You know, there's a bit of a updating on those scents. And I guess there is, to my nose, there is a passing resemblance to Old Spice, like a distant cousin. It is, well, certainly it's got that kind of the spice in the scent, but also some floral, a little bit of powderiness, and overall it's a clean masculine scent. Some of those spices, I think the cardamom really pops of it, and although cinnamon and clove are included, sometimes those can be deal breakers for me. It's not a problem at all in this scent. All right, I'm lathering up for the second pass, and just to kind of some closing thoughts on the scents is that the scent strength, both off the tub and upon lathered, I would say it holds firm at about a medium, maybe like a 5 or 6 out of 10. I did mention florals before, but they are firmly in the background. You kind of get a whiff of it every now and then, but it's really, appropriately, the spices in the scent are what you're getting here. I do find it quite enjoyable, and I think if you're a fan of kind of classic gentlemanly scents, this one's going to be perfect for you. Now, as to the lather itself, I'm actually a big fan of Spearhead, their soap bases, and the fact that it's being used here in the Seaforth releases, obviously a very solid move. One big thing to note about this soap base is that it is just extremely easy to use. The soap is of medium or average thirst, and it's not too fussy, really. And while I call out ease of lathering as one of its best traits, don't get me wrong, the slickness and the post-shave on this soap are top-notch as well. I'm sticking with the 2-pass shave today, and we're going to finish it up with the matching splash. You can see right here. Again, the look, the white glass bottle, just killer with the vintage looking label. Give it a few shakes. The aftershave toner itself is, you can see there, slightly milky in color, but not like a lotion-like consistency at all. It's still a liquid aftershave toner. And just a great scent. Alright, so really overall a fantastic shave with Seaforth Spiced. Truth be told, I wasn't so sure on the scent in description. Old Spice, which again, was a competitor and kind of a similar scent, at least on paper. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm okay with it sometimes. It's something I might want to use like once or twice a year. But I think Spiced, given that it's a modern interpretation of the original scent, I think Sean from Chateau Luke's did an excellent job there. Coupled with the excellent soap base by Spearhead Shaving, I think this really Spice here is a killer release. And that'll do it for today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me, for taking time out of your day and just checking out this brand new soap with me. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.